Welcome to the Parry Brothers YouTube channel. I kind of did a Simon Squibb moment. If you don't know who Simon Squibb is, he goes around the streets of England most of the time asking people what their dream is. And one day at work, because me and Brad work together, I went up to him and I said to him, like Simon Squibb does, "Oh, what's your dream?" And he just looked at me and said, "I want to go speedway racing again." And I said, "Well, let's do it." You realized you're not in control. I spent quite a few years working in superbike race teams and doing a lot of things with motorcycles, like building custom bikes, as you may have seen on the YouTube channel. But going speedway racing, didn't even know it existed before I come to Australia. If you said speedway racing to me, I would think of the motorcycle speedway racing where they drift sideways. But it turns out they do it in cars as well, with motorcycle engines. We're running a GSXR1000 motor in our one. Sticks and stones may break my bones. So after about a year knowing Brad, one of the first things he ever said to me was, "Oh, I race speedway." But a year later, I still hadn't witnessed him actually do it. I knew he had some cars laying around and he had all the gear laying around, but it turned out that kind of lacking some kind of head mechanic slash welder slash handy guy to have around to actually get the cars back on the track and racing again. I'll come around with the welder and other tools and bits and pieces. Okay, I don't have much knowledge about speedway racing. I didn't even know it existed before I come to Australia, but I know quite a lot about the GSXR motor he's running and the wiring loom, and I know how to weld, and I could be a handy member of the team. So we basically gave each other the nod and said, "Let's go fucking racing, we've got to build a car." And the last month has been complete chaos. All of our free time has been taken up building this car. It's been late nights, it's been all weekend. We've been getting home at 2 AM from the racetrack, and you know, the first practice session we did kind of proved to me that Brad had what it takes to be a good driver. Although at the practice he was very comfortable with the car, I thought, you know, turning up to the race day might be a different story, because the top 10 are pretty much semi-pro. They know exactly what they're doing, and we're in for a season of a lot of hard work, frustration. There's always a lot more losers at the racing than there are winners, and the odds are stacked against us, but we're going to try everything in our power to make those odds look a little sweeter. We've built a playlist on our YouTube channel going right back to day one when we started this race team. So you don't miss any of the action. We just finished building this race car. We showed up with a media package too. You know, we got a YouTube channel that I haven't uploaded on in 2 years. And I absolutely love making videos, and the whole media side to it, especially having Hazza on the camera as well, helping us film all this stuff. She stood right there now filming me. And we've got a sticker machine so we can brand up the trailer, we can brand the car. Brad's got a sponsor, Knackers Marine, and he's helping out with, you know, paying for fuel and tyres and stuff to make sure Brad gets to every meeting. There's a whole package, and it's so great to be using all those skills again. I've been working hard in Australia for 3 years, but we haven't been filming, we haven't been welding, and I've missed it, and I'm glad to be back. Woo! Yeah. We sussed it.
We might not have the money that some of the other teams have, but you certainly have the tools and the skills.
We got the skills. The only thing holding us back is a budget at this point.
Yeah.
And when you ask what the budget is, there isn't a budget. We don't have a budget. So yeah, we'll work hard on trying to get a budget together. But in the meantime, we'll use everything that we do have to make it happen. And we have a whole season ahead of us of going racing.
Yeah, one of our key words that we use is handmade.
I reckon I could recycle these crash bars.
Really?
You know, we might not be the prettiest car on the track at the moment, but we certainly
It's handmade and it's for at home.
put the most effort into every single logo, every piece of metal, you know, making it
Yeah.
absolutely everything that we can. So
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit battle scarred already, but the paint job's free, so we can't complain too much. And we've got a couple of cans of black paint in the box, so we'll just touch it up and go racing again.
if you want to follow us along for the ride, you can
Here, subscribe.
follow along for the ride.
Yeah.
Come along
You
for the
sound
ride.
really Aussie when you say that.
You know, if you want to come along
Come
for
on
the
for the
ride.
ride.
If you want to help with the budget, subscribe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If you want to help with the budget.
If you want to support us in any way, just subscribe. Because every little helps.
Yeah. If you want to support the race team, you can buy a t-shirt, or you can subscribe. It's free.
Today is a big day. Today we started a race team.
Cheers. Cheers.
I wish I could tell you we've signed a huge sponsor and we're going to quit our jobs, but no. It's not a glamorous setup, it's just me and Brad in the garage. I like to think of it as more of a rags to riches kind of story.
6 days to go.
6 days.
Shit.
We have 2 weekends to rebuild this race car, fit this GSXR1000 superbike engine, organise all the parts and tools. Something about this front end just doesn't look right. Fix up the workshop, weld and fabricate all new chassis parts, design a livery and make all the stickers.
What? 1 bolt? Oh, 2 bolts!
Join me on the tools, Brad as the driver and Hazza on the camera,
I was joking, by the way, I'm just having my smoko.
as we take on a season of speedway racing.
What's tits?
Tits is time in the seat.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the Parry Brothers YouTube channel. Let's go racing. Hey Brad, I need to talk to you about these brakes.
Yeah.
I think the discs are on the wrong way around, because going by the rear ones, you see how the pattern is going the other direction.
Yeah.
So I think we just need to swap those over. It looks like it's the same this side as well. We also had an issue with the front shocks rubbing on the axle brackets.
The problem with this car is because it's a custom home built chassis, all this stuff is custom made for this car. So when I bent this, I had to go to the shop, and it's not an off the shelf part. I had to get it remade. That's why all this is all new and stuff, because they literally had to build a brand new one for me. But it's the same with all these bars as well. Everything that connects to the car is all custom lengths. You can't just buy it on the shelf. So if we have an accident, we're pretty much making brand new stuff.
And this is where I've been tasked with making new nudge bars and crash bars and stuff.
Yeah, have you shown them the old ones?
Yeah, we're quickly having a look at it earlier.
So I had a bit of a front flip, and both the front and the rear got crunched, and because you need front and rear nudge bars to race, we had to basically just hammer this back in. We pulled it out and then bent it. We had it on the trailer, just like levering it to bend it back straight so we could fit it in there. We smashed it in with a hammer, put the pins in it, and then I could go and race again. But that's the problem with the custom stuff, because you can't just buy it off the shelf. If you break something, you either have to make the broken thing work or make a brand new one. So
Hence the bar on the floor. We can only get galvanized still, so we have to grind some of that off to weld it up. But the welder's over there. We've got no excuses. I suppose we better do some work at some point, don't we, Brad?
Yeah.
And we need a new one of these, really. The more I look, the more metalwork needed doing. Yeah, I wouldn't say that that's got a straight bit of metal in it. I'm a little worried about the mounts on the actual chassis.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they're still good because there's not that much support in it. We mounted the pipe bender on the back of the truck. Go Brad, you got this.
Oh, are we going all the way around?
Nah. We have to just eyeball it. I hope that 6 meters of tube is going to be enough. See how this is now in the middle of the actual press. We have to go maybe like 20 mil too far. Right. Once Brad had had his gym workout bending some metal, he started on some other jobs. No steering wheel, no seat, while I got on with the welding. Getting late in the day. Ooh.
We have one tight, complete suspension corner. We just have to adjust our angles. We have a front bar in. Sam's making pretty good progress on our rear bar.
Getting there.
And then hopefully by the end of today, rear bar, we'll have this corner
complete,
and then we start working on our panels. Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost now. There's so much to do. I don't even know where to go next.
And we both work full time, so we've only got weekends, and we've only got 2 weekends until the practice.
Yeah. So.
And the engine is still sat on the side.
Yeah, long way to go.
How the hell did we get in this situation?
I started racing in 2022, and I started with a class called Street Stocks. So it's basically Falcons and Commodores. I did a season and a half basically, and as my season went on, the motor started to get worse and worse and worse, and then it blew up. So I put an order in for a new motor. While we were waiting for the new motor to be built, I was deciding what I wanted to do after the street stock, and this Modlite behind me popped up. We'll see how we go with the Modlites. So I drove up to Munberg and picked it up. This car I did about the same as the other car, and what do you know, this car also had engine dramas because I didn't look after it properly, and the motor blew. And as the weekend that the motor blew is when I first started working for the workshop that we work at now, and that's when I first met Sam.
It's been over a year, because I remember you were planning on going racing last season, but you didn't quite make it out.
Yeah, I bought another motor it's a record motor from WA. I have unknown history, but it's got, the compression test was good. I ended up getting the motor about halfway through the season last year. The rest of the car just wasn't ready. You know, everything just adds up, and didn't end up racing.
Those that don't know, what is speedway racing and what are we planning to do here?
So essentially speedway racing is a dirt oval.
No, this is how I understand it, right? Yeah. It is, it's different cars skidding around on an oval dirt track.
Yeah,
basically.
That's pretty much what it was.
Skiddy skid.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all people need to know.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you'll see anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's the plan, you know.
Yeah.
Leave them in suspense.
Yeah.
Sounds just oblivious.
So some of these bits at the back I've had to recycle. So these loops were on the original bar, and I've reused them because there's nothing wrong with them. They just need painting and cleaning up. And then I've replaced all the ones that were then. And then the front one is completely new. But yeah, the new welder works great. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah.
Where we're heading this year is Toowoomba and Gladstone, and both tracks are like egg-shaped. So turns 1 and 2 are pretty sharp, and 3 and 4 are a lot wider. You want to have traction, but at the same time, you don't want traction. So yeah, it's a fine balance between going fast and going sideways.
All of this is all GSXR1000, 2006, isn't it? 2007 K7, GSXR1000. It's all just been slightly modified and lengthened in certain areas, hasn't it? Really?
Yeah. On the motor side of it, everything is pretty like stock standard. The only thing that's changed is a bracket that we run off the output shaft to connect to the diff.
Oh yeah, because you've got a diff, not chain drive.
Yeah. So other than that, everything on the motor stays as it is.
We're gonna have to strip it because the motor needs sealing. But we'll interview Brad later, and he will tell us all about this stuff.
Good job.
Now we can go racing.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, the only thing I haven't got done, I thought I was going to get done, is this top bar.
Yeah,
You see how bent it is?
yeah.
And I was going to turn it into a tube like all the other tubes, and then
Yeah,
weld these
oh, yeah.
little tabs on the end. And it's to hold the bodywork. But I might go to Bunnings tomorrow and get another 2 of those. Or one. One will do it, but 2 would mean that we can make a nudge bar at a moment's notice if we've got one in stock.
Back here tomorrow?
Yeah. I think the highlight of the day was the bender.
Yeah, that was great.
Bolting it to the back of the ute,
Yeah.
and it bent the tube perfect, didn't it? It's nice to set some goals.
Yeah.
So I think the 2 things that stand out for me is the car needs to be reliable. We need to make sure this car works and doesn't break on us. We need to try everything within our power. It's an old girl, but we need to try everything within our power to keep it going and make sure it doesn't let us down when we're at each race. And then the second goal, I think, is you need tits.
Yeah. I think if we can make every A main this season, then we've done well.
What's tits?
Tits is time in the seat.
Oh yeah.
Hazard's got the tea.
Just say hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel.
Just build a race car, right? Stop fucking around.
Welcome back. Today is another big day. 2 days into starting a race team, and we have so much to do in such little time. We need to give the engine and the bodywork our attention today. We have to try and make sense of all this bodywork. And Hazza on the camera gets our own little project.
I've got a job for you if you're interested.
Tell me more.
We've got the trailer that the race car goes on, and it's been sat out here for, what, a year and a half? Yeah. And it needs some love, it needs some attention, TLC. So we're wondering if you were interested in maybe giving it a clean, giving it a paint up. We've got these sponsor strips that we need our sponsors on. So I've made up the stickers, and I'm hoping that I've made the right sizes and they'll go on here. They'll fit nicely on here. But yeah, I mean, look, it needs some of the rust. It needs a wire brush, get some of the rust off. It needs repainting. The lawnmower needs removing. And the wheels need a clean. You know, it needs some love.
Sure. Will there be music?
Of course there's music. Side door, so it's like an inner and an outer on the side door. We started with the roof panel. It had a built-in flap for Brad to get in and out of the car. The next challenge was going through all the nuts and bolts.
I don't know if we can do something that's a little bit easier.
Yeah, well, whatever we decide to use, they all need to be the same.
Yeah.
So we can undo that whole panel with like one tool.
Yeah.
This improves efficiency and makes last-minute crash damage repairs quick and simple. We figured out another piece to the puzzle. Ah, that goes there. So they're all inner panels that you don't even see once the outer panels are on.
Well, actually, you will probably see this one because once we put the door on, there's nothing here around the wheel, and you'll be able to see into
Oh,
it.
okay.
So we're probably gonna have to paint this one.
Most teams wrap the bodywork in printed stickers. We got a price to do this, and it was gonna cost over $2,000, which isn't an option for us on our budget.
I just smell the oil.
Oh no, all that effort. I have a vinyl cutting machine, and Brad has some black paint, so we are going to do a homemade job. Bar the price of the paint and the vinyl, our paint job is going to be free. There's 3 different colours, but it's starting to look like a car. Yeah. There's no way we're using this. I mean,
Can't salvage it.
Looks like it's been shot at many times with a machine gun. So, gonna order some panels and then send your dad to go get them.
Yeah, hopefully he pays for it.
While Brad was carrying on with the bodywork, I started going through all the boxes of broken parts, figuring out what's good and what's bad. Yeah, that exhaust bracket looks so ugly. Look at that thing.
It's terrible.
When the exhausts go on, the motor's in, I'm 100% making a new one of those. Hideous. And it looks dangerous, it looks sharp as well.
Yeah.
One last little metal job for me was to replace this bracket that runs along the back of the car. It's all ready for some new bodywork to arrive. Now it's time to look at the engine.
I can see you're skeptical.
We got our engine seal this morning. The guy came, put our tags on, rocker cover's sealed, head sealed. We're just in the process of putting the clutch cover back on so we can chuck it back in the car. We had to do a couple little changes on the car, like my seat had to be swapped and a couple bolts missing, but nothing crazy. But yeah, we're all passed on the engine and the chassis, ready to go.
Woo, yeah.
Woo.
So yeah, today is really you on the trailer, if you're up for it. Still really haven't said yes, I don't know.
Sure.
Because we've had the motor sealed, as Brad said. Yeah. He's currently putting exhaust studs in the motor, and then we're going to try and get it in the car and maybe get it running. But we don't have a clutch gasket yet.
I think as well, we need to flush the radiator.
Come and have a look at this mess. Look at that. So yeah, plenty to do. And we're now another week closer to going on a practice day on the 20th. But there's a plot twist, and it looks like that might not be happening because there's not enough people booked on, which means the only other practice day is next weekend, and we don't have an engine in the car.
I was thinking about that practice day, and we got 2 options. We either go to Gympie or we go to Kingaroy. But if we go to Kingaroy, I'm really shit at. Like, I'm not great on that track.
Gympie was cancelled, so Kingaroy it is. Sorry, Brad, you're gonna have to go to a track that you're shit at.
6 days to go.
6 days.
Shit.
This mess is the battery tray. We seem to be adding more jobs to the list rather than completing jobs on the list. Once I tidied up the battery box, I was jumping from job to job, just trying to make as much progress as possible. The fact that the engine wasn't in the car yet was playing on my mind. We also had another important thing that we needed to start looking at, and that was the wheels and tyres.
First sticker on.
How long are the tyres lasting, and what is the deal with the sizes?
You get around 8 races out of a tyre, but that also depends on the other thing you were talking about, which is the tyre size. So on these cars we can run 3 sizes. There's a 205, a 215 and a 235. In the rules, the right rear tyre has to be a 235 and it has to have a beadlock rim on it, which is what this is here. So this is just a plate, and you put your tyre on the rim on the inside, and then this plate holds the tyre to the rim, and you just bolt these in, torque them down. That just stops them from popping off the bead because of how much load they're under. I'll have a 235 on the right rear, and then we'll put a 215 on the left rear, a 215 on the front right, and then a 205 on the front left. And starting pressures for the night, the left front is 7 psi, right front is 10 psi, left rear, at the start of the night I'll run a 215, and that's got 6 psi in it, and then my right rear has a 8 psi in it. So they're all over the place. All the tire sizes are different, all the pressures are different. Not only that, is these also, you can run a soft tire or a medium tire. So depending on the track condition and whether or not it's got grip, or like if you want a tire to last, you'd run a medium tire. So we have, this is a soft tire. So the soft tire is gonna chew through the rubber faster than the medium. So if I had a medium on, like I said, you'd probably get about 8 races, but with a soft, being a right rear, you'd maybe like 4 races. This is the first rim I ever bought, and the very first race in my second heat race, I drove straight into the wall, and yeah. So I don't know if this is the wheel, or I've got another one. Yeah.
This one's pretty bad as well. Do we have enough tyres to go do the practice day on the 20th? Because they are pretty expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, one of these tyres will run you up $400 basically, and that's across all sizes. And then a beadlock rim is also $400. So if we do a tyre and a rim at the same time, we're up for $800.
So I suppose we just set them to a tyre pressure and then see if they go down later.
Yeah, I'll get some soapy water as well, see if the bead on that one is cooked.
Hazo is making great progress with the trailer.
Cool. What do you reckon?
It looks amazing. I already have a business name for you. Hazo's Trailer Restoration. In goes the newly sealed GSXR1000 engine. The reason why the motor needs sealing is to show at each race we haven't been tampering with the internals to produce more power. If we break those blue tabs, a scrutineer will need to recheck the internals and seal the motor again.
Back to work.
Got to keep the driver hydrated. Delicious. So I was just checking over this front end because there's a couple of things loose. I've wound these bars out so it doesn't hit the shock anymore. We can clear it, but the setting's way out. Like look at the angle of the wheel. That cannot be right. There's no way we should be running it like that. Then I noticed that this bar on the chassis is bent, and Brad looked at me and said, "Oh, I did crash there and smash that side of the car up." And there's no way in hell we got time to do that. It needs cutting out and redoing, but it's the main structure. There's no way we have time. So we got to try and come up with a plan of getting the car set up so the wheels are kind of in line still and compensate for the chassis being bent. Comment below if you're an expert in setting up a Modlite, because we need your help.
Please. We're desperate.
Brad's going to be driving around with 3 fucking wheels at this point.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Nothing. Oh no, it's so bad. I can't believe I didn't notice it before, to be honest.
It doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look like it should be that bad. Can you see it on camera? This bar here.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that bad, and you wouldn't think it would make that much of a difference, but it really does, you know, because it hits this fucking shock.
Yeah, I think in the process of rebuilding that corner when I rolled, it was just the rush of getting the car back out on the track that got overlooked, because everything did go together. There was no problem, like, not that there was no problem, but we just assumed that there wasn't a problem, only because everything just mounted back up.
Yeah.
You know, but when you take your time and you actually do it how you're supposed to do it, and this is what happens, you find this shit.
Just do it like it's never been done before. Just do it like the moment's fire.
We're trying to build a reliable race car, and we're dealing with stuff like this. I mean, the throttle cable is literally on its last legs.
Just do it like it's never been done before. Just do it like the moment.
I wanted to wrap these pipes, but we did not have time. The more we're working on the car, the more
stuff we're finding that needs to be sorted. We're alive!
No fuel pump.
No fuel pump. Fuel pump!
Switch. That's not good. Oh shit, it's pissing out.
No more welding.
Oh shit, yeah.
Where's that coming from?
It's just coming out of the fuel hose. It's not clamped properly.
Did you do that up?
Yeah, they're both done up tight. I might put a smaller one on there.
Yeah, I did bring some smaller ones down.
Shit, that's not good then.
So talk me through what the scrutineer said again.
So the fuel pump has to turn on in prime, and then it needs to turn off. So when the car stalls, the pump needs to be off.
The car stalls, the pump turns off.
Scratch your head.
Then it should turn off.
Yeah. Or once it hits pressure, it should turn off.
Yeah. This whole system was fine until one of the dudes rolled and his airbox got knocked off and cut a fuel line on the front, and his car had stalled but it was still pumping fuel. So it lit a fire, the car stalled, but the fuel was still pumping, so it just created a bigger fire.
So they should have pulled that switch.
Yeah,
Which
but
just made it stop pumping.
now what they want is that before they even come and turn this switch off, the fuel pump turns off because the car's stalled.
The list gets longer. 3 days into starting a race team, and this is what we have to show for it. Despite the state of the car, the spirits are high.
My one shot is my first lap of practice.
Yeah. Don't break the lap record.
Yeah, that's it.
You're out.
This is the last day we have before the practice. Brad is finishing up the wheels and tyres.
We need 4 good tyres, 4 good rims. Brad's on that the first thing this morning.
And I'm cutting out some bodywork. We got a price to have all new bodywork made for the car, and it was going to cost over $3,000. We decided that wasn't an option, and now I find myself cutting out our own body panels. The bank of Brad's dad ordered us black aluminium sheet, which saves us a lot of painting.
Body panels are getting there. Rim repair jobs are happening. What do you reckon? Is that savable, that one?
Yeah.
So here we have 4 good tyres and wheels.
Once these panels are cut, we both need to go shopping.
Yes, bro.
Brad got back from his shopping trip with some new tools and some clamps to help us hold down the body panels while we bend over the edges. This removes the sharp edges and gives the panel more strength.
Hello, Pit. And, we've been on a little mission this morning to get a throttle cable from a mountain bike shop because we don't have time to order a cable from Suzuki or have one made. We are literally trackside next Saturday, and we have a full week of normal work to do before we go. Today's the only day that we have to finish the car, basically. So I've gone to the mountain bike shop, picked up a cable, and we're now on the way to HQ. Our biggest issue at the moment is getting parts, because it takes weeks for shit to show up, and we don't have weeks to build a race car. We have one more day. We're hoping today we're going to hear it run. That is the goal. And if we can get it running and the clutch is working and the throttle cable is sorted, we stand a chance of getting some practice in before the first race. We do not want to be sending Brad out in the race car at a race meeting when he's had a year and a half of not driving the thing. How are you?
Yeah.
Got some new belts?
Yeah.
Oh, you've gone with purple.
Purple belts.
Hell yeah.
Might, try and match it to the car a little bit. Purple and yellow, you know. I think it'll look good.
And the reason why you haven't changed the belts is because they go out of date, right?
Yeah. They're my old belts. And then the new ones, 2027.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to the mountain bike shop and got a cable.
Yeah.
But the nipple is a slightly different size, and I don't think it's going to go in the throttle body. So we're going to have to do something with that. But if we can get that doing, we've got a throttle back, which will be awesome.
It's half of the equation. We just need a clutch now.
Yeah, the clutch is the bit I'm worried about, I think. Yeah.
We'll be right. Sam's cut out our nice new fuel tank cover, and so I've gone and drilled out and bolted on all of our Zeus nut locations, and then riveted on this back one, so that's secure now. That won't come off, and then they're easy to just undo and get to the fuel tank. I've got my registration sticker coming in the mail with my logbook, so we'll be proper ready to race. It's just down to us now. So there's
No
nothing.
pressure.
There's no more relying on anyone else but ourselves to go racing now.
Yeah.
Because I've done all the paperwork, everything's signed off. We've got all our stickers, all our logbook. You know.
We've really tried to think ahead and try to get all the parts we need to do the job as well.
Yeah.
You better stop talking and start doing, lads.
Brad's just ready to put his crash helmet on.
Yeah. We'll just send it like this.
Yeah. Ready. Smaller now. I'm race team manager. I just stand around and watch.
Yeah.
Done the welding. That was my bit. Just standing there.
Oh, it's going back together slowly.
While Brad was fitting his seatbelts and focusing on the inside of the car, I turned my attention to the clutch.
Yeah, do some exercises. You've got to warm up the wrists
Yeah, I got to do the.
and your ankles.
It's actually all just that.
Brad has always had troubles with this clutch, so we are not taking any chances. We rebuilt the clutch itself and replaced the cable. We serviced this unit, which works the push rod that runs through the engine.
Wow, we got a lever. Should do the job.
The maximum I spend on a lever is $30 ever in my life. We need a sponsor, don't we, Brad?
Yeah, we need 10 sponsors.
Yeah, I mean we got a really good sponsor actually.
We do. Yeah.
Naka's Marine are pretty awesome, and they've been looking after Brad his whole racing career. But you know, we could just do with a money sponsor, or get some supplies for free or something, just to see us through the whole season.
Yeah.
Would be nice.
Ideal.
But we have a clutch.
My name's Harry, and I'm the boss.
You're keeping an eye on us, making sure we're not
Yeah.
getting in trouble.
Yeah, basically. I sit here and drink tea and make sure that they're getting on with shit.
And you've just started a trailer restoration company, haven't you?
I did indeed. My portfolio is right there.
So, as you're sat there assessing the situation, being the boss, do you think we're going to make it to practice?
Well, I think you better. Otherwise, wasting my time. Don't you go and get me up on a Saturday to come here if you're not going to finish it, do you?
I've been here many times over the last 20 years of building motorcycles, and 9 times out of 10, it's something very simple.
To be continued.
We started with simple wiring issues. We decided to connect the airbox, which has a sensor in it. We then decided to remove all the old fuel out of the system. This has been in here a year and a half. It's like moonshine now. Gotta get your moonshine. In a world where everything's getting more technical, sometimes you just need to check the simple things. we had a bit of an oil leak down here, and it turned out the rocker cover gasket had blown out where, you know, the crankcase pressure built up. We got the motor up to temperature, and we've had the motor sealed. These on here are seals, so the cylinder head is sealed, so we can't go in there and mess with the pistons, and then the rocker cover is sealed, so we can't go in here and mess with the camshafts. And it's all to do with the regulations with the racing. You're not allowed to cheat, it's got to be a stock motor, blah blah blah. But we just had this motor sealed. Brad's gone through the effort to have this done. These are brand new seals, and it blew the rocker cover gasket the opposite side of the motor. We managed to take out these 4 bolts, leaving the sealed bolts in, and pop the rocker cover gasket back into place.
I could cry.
That was a close call,
Yeah.
because we are not making practice if we have to cut that seal, because the seals have to be on for practice, don't they?
Yeah, it's got to be as race condition, like for a practice day, and that was almost.
I thought I was going to see you cry for a minute.
Oh, it's close, honestly.
But he's smiling again. It's all
Yeah,
good. He's smiling
so-
again. We're back in business, baby.
It really felt like we were getting somewhere until we started looking into how we needed to modify the wiring for the new fuel pump regulations.
Okay, so let's stop being lazy with this,
Yeah.
and we'll actually run a cable to the pump.
We'll just run it
On the live.
Yeah.
Live to the pump.
Yeah.
Live.
Oh, why it doesn't say live? It just says run it back to the pump.
We began by trying some easy solutions, but none of these seemed to work out.
Back to square one.
We needed to make a whole new loom ourselves and attach a relay to the system.
Oh, whoa, whoa! You're shaking the whole of YouTube. Whoa, calm down, girl. Action. Someone do something. When does it start? Need some music. Go. Music now.
We are messing around putting stickers on the car, ignoring the fact that we have to make a loom for the fuel pump. Yes, we have some wiring to do, and it is slightly confusing too.
We do have maybe a few hours Saturday morning to do some real last minute stuff, but that's not how we want to run this race team. We want to try and get everything organised and sorted days in advance. he's already damaged the car and he hasn't even driven it yet.
I've spent my whole race career in last minute situations constantly, so it'd be nice to be just ready to go for one meeting, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last minute for me says something's going to get forgotten,
Yeah.
something's going to be rushed and not done properly, and you're not going to be in the right frame of mind to go out in the car when you're panicking about something gone wrong in the car.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll try our absolute best to have this thing done today. If we manage to do a photo shoot out on the road later today, that means we've actually succeeded.
Yep.
If there's no photo shoot today, we're in trouble. Really, today we're looking at modifying the wiring. We've still got to do that. We've failed so far. But we have everything we need. It's the little loom that we're having to make to modify the fuel pump. I'm hoping it's going to work. It's got like its own little inline fuse. And then it's a pretty basic setup relay. So once I wire this in, I'm just hoping that this is going to work. Otherwise, if this don't work, we're not really sure what to do. We tried the easy way first, that failed. Now we're trying the hard way and we're hoping it's going to just do what it's supposed to do. Replace the inner on the throttle cable, but it works way better than it did before, but it's nowhere near as good for feedback. The driver is basically saying he wants it to be more responsive. I'm just trying to give him a decent throttle.
I ended up adding a spring to the throttle bodies. It made the throttle a lot stronger and a lot more responsive.
Bodywork and stickers, that's a huge time consuming job. Really hoping to get that finished today. We need to run around the suspension and the setup and fill out a data sheet of the base setting that we're going to start with at the practice day. Nut and bolt check. This is the most important thing because everything I've worked on this car so far has been loose, and then I'm finding more loose things, then I'm finding things put in backwards or upside down because it's been thrown together and kept in the garage for a year and a half. So we need to do a full nut and bolt check on everything. Oh, why is everything Brad does so noisy?
Oh no, I was just going to ask.
He's a noisy fella. Seat and belts, Brad.
Yeah, I lost my other seatbelt, so I've ordered new clips for the belt, but yeah, then that can go in. That's hopefully they're pretty good turnaround. It's like 2 days, so we should have them pretty quick.
We've got a hose here. We can and an old water bottle.
Yeah.
Can bleed brakes. Organised tools and spares. It's slowly coming together.
Yeah.
It's slowly getting there. We've got the toolbox up and running and all the tools that we think we're going to be running. So that's quite good. Stickers is with the bodywork. We're going to at least get the Q27s on the car because they have to be on the car for practice. Favourite Aussie sayings in the comments below. I'm going to start it off by saying cracking the shits is my favourite by far. Because I think that is hilarious. Okay, we're good. Right. A crankcase breather, you're going to Super Cheap later to pick up one. And you're going to pick up some more paint.
Yeah.
Driver has to check his gear bag. And we need to put a strap over the engine for scrutineering, which is basically if you're in a big accident, the strap stops the engine from being ripped out of the chassis.
Only in Australia do people see this and not cry.
Ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, off. Okay, start. Two, 3, 4. On the dot. Woo! We sussed it. Smoko. Smoko means break time. Tea time. Tea and crumpets.
Leave me alone, I'm on smoke.
Yeah, we definitely need to make Brad the Lad a thing.
Yeah, Brad the lad. Yeah. Brad the lad.
How are you getting on in there?
Good, I'm just practicing my victory
Yeah, have you figured out?
tour.
Have you figured out the pedals?
Yes.
So you're got your throttle
Yeah.
and then your brake as well.
Yeah. Surprisingly comfy.
Yeah, it's quite
to
a
be
lot.
honest. But I can't see anything. This is
See
literally
the top of the steering wheel.
what you can see. That's your view.
If you keep sweet talking him, you might end up having a go in it.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. I am part of the team after all.
If you drive this car, I'm going to tell your mum and she's going to be mad at you.
Well, my mum's in a whole other country, halfway across the world. So, why do you think I moved here? I can't get in trouble anymore.
But now the wiring and the sticky throttle is taken care of, we can start riveting the bodywork back together.
Are you fucking joking me?
If it was me, I'd want like a disco ball, you know?
Oh, we get some fluffy dice.
Yes, great idea.
400 and something days clean of racing. Till he met me and my welder. And then it all changed.
You got parried.
It got parried.
I know the feeling. I've been parried.
That's a different kind of parry. I haven't experienced that yet. He's the fourth parry brother.
Yeah.
Down under.
Got a question for you, Brad.
Yo.
Where are these stickers?
Some of them have started going on, but we are missing a majority of them. So I'm hoping Brad can find them, and then we can get this car out on the street and take some photos of it.
You gotta laugh, otherwise we'll go crazy.
I know.
We honestly have made miracles happen today.
Yeah.
And we had stickers made from a very long time ago, and it's the only thing holding us back from a photo shoot. And that was the goal of the day.
Yeah.
And we're so close. The thing runs, everything's good.
Yeah.
We found the stickers. They're going on.
If you want an easy life, I got news for you, bro.
We're going to practice, but we've got some last minute dramas. Over to Brad.
We obviously got the car sealed, like the car got checked over, daylighted. We had to change a couple of things, one of them being the bars. These bars just swung into this hole, and then they never actually reached into the hole in the chassis. The guy that daylighted the car said I had to chop them off because it wasn't safe. He asked me to send him a message of all the stuff that we'd done, and I sent him the bars, and he doesn't like it. So what we're gonna have to do is chop it like back here, I think, and then chop this bar out, and we're gonna run a curve, and he was happy with that. We had the stickers to put on the other side that you guys didn't see.
If you noticed, all those shots are of this side of the car, but if you go around to the other side, we haven't done anything with that side yet.
Oh my god, she's so basic.
We got like 3 hours,
We're leaving in less than 3 hours.
less than 3 hours, yeah.
Everyone is starting to arrive at Kingaroy for the practice, and we have just started welding in the garage. The last thing I thought I would be doing on the morning of the practice is welding, but here we are.
Tried so hard for it not to be last minute, but gained another half a second a lap by putting this sticker on.
Yeah, we loaded up and we left probably about 11 o'clock.
Boots, arm strengths, transponder, receiver,
It's 3.5 hours to Kingaroy.
engine box, suspension box, nut and bolt box, toolbox, axle stands, jacks coming with your dad, jerry cans, including water, tables, chairs,
Chairs with my dad.
table,
yes.
your dad, gazebo, fridge, liquid spots.
Yeah, once we got there, we unloaded the car,
27.
got everything set up, and then the guy that daylighted the car and sent us the message about the bars came over to scrutiny the car for the first time, and yeah, I was pretty nervous because you know, we're already at the track, so if we needed to change something, it was gonna be a rush.
Luckily, we got the all clear, and the last 2 weeks of us completely rebuilding this car all comes down to this moment.
Tire pressures.
Tire pressures, yeah. Might go and have a look at the track actually.
Why are you limbering up?
Oh, I've been welding this morning on the floor, haven't I, again? Doesn't do my back any good any favours. It's been raining on the way up here, which
Yeah.
is not good.
I was a bit
At
scared, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's stopped now. Done a little nut and bolt check, tyre pressure's done, it's fueled up. Just waiting for the driver to sort out his radio and get ready.
Yeah.
How is the driver feeling?
Just shitting myself.
It's
It's been ages.
he's doing quite well hiding it though, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's playing it cool,
Yeah.
but he has to shit his pants.
It's only because it happens to me every time I pull up to a racetrack, so now it looks like I'm like used to it now. But,
Just
yeah.
lives in fear
Yeah.
every time he shows up to a racetrack.
I hope you brought a spare pair of shorts.
Yeah.
You'd be alright once you get out there, though.
Yeah, once I'm actually sitting in the car and I'm rolling out, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Once I give it its first full boot full,
Yeah.
it's gonna be fine.
Got a dog. Just chasing the birds.
Practice day. The calm before the storm. So what is the goal for today, apart from obviously trying to not wreck the car?
It's just like what we
Or
said
Brad.
before, like it's tits, isn't it?
Yeah.
Time in the seat. Because if he's unfamiliar with the car, he hasn't driven it in over a year, so it's just getting familiar with it again.
We'll put we'll do a time from the first lap to time of my last lap. That'd be a good reference to see. Yeah.
We'll just make sure there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's correcting things that are wrong with the car, like,
Yeah.
and we'll set up will come later.
Yeah. Get my suit on.
I can hear the engines.
Get suited and booted.
Yeah. Ready to go.
Got his shackles on.
Radio check 1, 2, green light, green light.
It was so great to see the car out doing its first laps after the crazy 2 weeks that we just had. The sessions were 10 laps at a time, and I got the feeling Brad did not want to come back in. But I was looking forward to getting some feedback to see what the car was like.
Yeah, it felt good. Felt way better. I don't. It's been so long, but it just felt like I actually had control.
Okay.
It just felt really nice.
I didn't go like, I wasn't like full throttle. Yeah.
Something I noticed that we didn't really plan for was you basically going out and not coming back. Like you literally were doing lap after. You were the one out of everyone there that made the most of that track time. You did twice as many laps as anyone else.
Been a long time since I raced, so I just wanted to get my confidence back in the car a little bit, and yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it. I just kept coming in and going back out again, so we didn't really give the car time to cool down much. I was just going out, and then we're doing 10 laps at a time, and yeah.
And we went through 22 litres of fuel.
Yeah, a lot of fuel.
It felt like I was running out of fuel.
A lot of fuel. After our first run, we had a bit of oil spray, and it was similar to what was happening before with the breather, the crankcase breather. Before I just had it sitting like only slightly off the motor, and it was just breathing a lot of oil. I went to Super Cheap, got some more hose, we got another filter, and we ran it up the right side of the car and zip tied it to the chassis. But still, the slosh of the motor going to the right was too much, and it was slightly breathing, so we've changed the location of the breather to the front of the motor now, and it seems to be all good.
Was I pulling away from old man?
No, pretty much.
Pretty even. Yeah.
Same.
The gap stayed the same pretty much the whole time.
Difference is too, you're running in second, he's in third.
Yeah, so we started the night with a sort of base setup that I had originally with the car. So we had 5 psi left front, 6 psi right front, 8 psi left rear and then 10 psi right rear.
It's funny to see you as like Brad's assistant.
Yeah, I said to him the other day, don't get any ideas, mate. When we go back to work, you're being the apprentice again. All right.
When we first went out on track, it was pretty slippery. Like they'd just watered the track and graded it, and there was only one line on the bottom. That was literally my first time in the car since like last year, or even before last year. I was just getting used to it at that point. I came back in. I don't think we made any changes the first time, and then I went back out again. I did another 10 laps, and we came in, and then I dropped the pressures 1 psi, I think, all round. We left the spacers as they were. I had a ½ inch and a quarter on the right rear and nothing on the left. And then we went out with the new tyre pressures, and the car was starting to feel better. Did another maybe 2-3 sessions of that setup. Then I came back in and then we dropped the pressures again. I went back out, car felt like awesome, amazing, best I've ever felt while driving the car.
I think the only reason why your lap times hit a point was because of the gearing, wasn't it?
On both straight on Kingaroy, we were tapped out like on limiter.
You could hear it on the limiter, yeah.
I could have shifted to third, but I was like kind of just hitting limiter for like maybe a second or half a second before going into the corner, so I thought it was a bit of a waste to pull another gear. You know, I thought maybe the times, like looking back, it was a practice session. I could have just pulled another gear, but anyway, there's a lot more of that for the rest of the year.
But at the same time, I was trying to do stupid shit, like stay on the bottom and stuff.
I saw you messing with the line. Apart from that, does everything feel alright?
Yeah, the motor's running good.
Gearing was a big issue for the lap times, but still, overall the car felt awesome.
Going into the first race, confidence quite high?
Yeah, I was like over the moon. I couldn't believe how good the car felt. I was so excited to go racing because like the car was going where I was pointing it, and like it just had all the grip in the world. So I was excited for the first race.
If you want to follow along for the ride, subscribe.
Hit the gas.